Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costacurta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too, so he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's he's gone for goal! Decent enough try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Del Piero. Driving on and making good progress. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Still goalless. Barella. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Passes short and sharp. Pirlo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Del Piero. Pirlo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Forwards and with intent. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta cuts it out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. That has not gone well. Rui Costa. Still just a single goal between the sides. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played, well played. Thuram gets good distance on it. Rui Costa is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Serginho's cross. Tomori can get it just about within shooting range. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Maldini. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Cannavaro. Barella. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Del Piero. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Rui Costa. Five minutes left on the clock. Out towards the flank. And he's managed to get free. He's got tall. In he goes again. Oh, taken with style. And that is his 50th goal for this, his current club. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Two up and very little time. And that's it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Eze! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's through here. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Knocks it into space. Olise receives it in a wide position. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lahm cuts it out. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Vardiol. Burak Yilmaz. Eze. Messi. To Beckham. Pele. And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a searching pass. And Romario! Against the crossbar! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now this could be a... And the finish! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's found a way through. Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Milan with the corner, there first. Vardiol attempts a clearance. Lofted in. Gabriel clears it away. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a... Romario! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
And a chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. No, he's missed it.
What a fabulous run. Okay, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Burek Yilmaz. Rijkaard. 15 minutes till half-time. Pele has it in a wide position. Chance for a shot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Milan are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Lewandowski.
That's going in strongly.
Eze couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned...
Can he finish? They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that has not gone well. Zico. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Eze. Olise looking to penetrate opposition lines. Thuram. Tries to play it through. Beckham. Zico. Milan have it back and can go again. And it's half-time here. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Saelemaekers. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Romario picks it up out wide. Romario goes on a charge down the left. Saelemaekers. Ambitious ball here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Zico. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Saelemaekers. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lahm. Strokes it back. Milan finding their... It's Zico! Oh, terrific save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's run loose here. Can he get on the end of this? He's away. Eze. Eze! And yes, it's there! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
20 playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze. Nicely shaped ball. Real chance!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Kukçu with the short one. Vardiol. The pass has gone astray. And now they can spring out of defence. Thuram. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Out of play for a throw. Beckham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram wins the duel this time. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Messi. Beckham. Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Great vision. And he's in on goal. In comes the corner. Milan have their third corner. Zico! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's Pelé! No mistake! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Big header! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Salmakas. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's from Mario. It's a really well-measured ball. Pelé is wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's Romario. Spread out to the left. Nicely aimed pass. Eze gets into some space. Messi.
Has been indicated.
And the shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be it. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
And
Pele on the score sheet 3 times, very much the man.
look at the screen for information on how to
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Back into the... And the shot! Oh, taken with style! Law, Cruyff, brilliantly cut out. Martin Caceres, Jim, precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain...
He rises! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion.
Pele! And he hits the net. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
There's the header! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Milan definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
It's Zico! Zico! Special player! A finish right from the top draw. And they're at it again in double quick time. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Thuram. And it's Lam. Nesta. Law! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So is this the start of a comeback? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. And he was alert to it. Played into space. Chips it through. And he's in. And Romario! Davids. Foden. Law. Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Law is offering a wry smile there.
Portugal with the corner, there first. Foden goes short. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And that's a dangerous ball. And smartly reclaimed. That's a decent clearance. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Zico. Law. Cruyff. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again. Lahm plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Foden might just make this. Law. Now it's Cruyff. Maldini spots it and intercepts. So what can they make of this? Lahm is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Rijkaard. And here's Zico. Has a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Davids. And it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Foden. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Rijkaard. And this is Romario. Now there's a fine ball, distributed tidily. The ball's header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And the finish! He scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Foden. Zico on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Well, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Just about up to 75 minutes. Beckham. Ball played for Rijkaard. Now it's Pelé, and it's made its way to him. Nicely weighted ball. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan are having a ball here. Oh, they can break here. Law. Floated through. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Portugal are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Corner number 2 then. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Neymar plays Foden! No joy, but a decent try.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, just Cruyff! Oh, great save by Dida. Brought out the best in the keeper. So, third corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Cruyff. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
There's the shot! Messi. It could be in, and he shoots! Fantastic from Davids! About as smooth as it gets! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
26. Davids.
Portugal playing for pride here, the match surely beyond. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Milan really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Zico. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Calhanoglu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dybala. Great chance! He scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Maldini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot. They've scored. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Davids.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Delivers the ball. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Otto. Thuram. Dida sends that a long way. Can he get it through? And this is Van Basten. There's the shot! It's hit the crossbar. Calhanoglu. Bastoni. Kvaratskhelia does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Pellegrini. Well timed, excellent interception. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Rui Costa. And this is Van Basten. He's played it back. Del Piero. And Del Piero! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Kvaratskhelia. Schneider. Dybala.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
as the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will...
Van Basten!
Van Basten really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Costa Curta is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Ball is over the line. Van Basten. Here's a chance! Otto goes long. Pirlo. Now it's Del Piero. Serginho picks it up out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Schneider. And Kvaratskhelia. Looking to play him in. Nesta makes the interception. It's run loose here. No, that's too long. Opts for safety. Maldini. And here's Chiesa, played out wide. Swings in across. It's a goal kick. Now it's Rui Costa. Van Basten. Goes for goal! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Kvaratskhelia. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that is one way to stop him. Hoisted in. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That's a sharp pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chance, surely! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
And if you do have a chance today,
So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looks so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. And Del Piero! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And here's Batistuta. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And he's picked out the rush. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop. Shot, surely! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 27 minutes is number 4,
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, and he shoots! Van Basten! Scorching strike! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Van Basten demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted.
Terrific header! Nedved gets it away. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Rui Costa proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well played. Çalhanoğlu. Retegui. And it's Del Piero. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Pirlo, the regular corner taker. It's a mighty effort! Superb goal! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
The goal scorer for Milan. After
Milan
54
go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Gabriel
Batistuta. And it's Batistuta.
Gabriel
Van Basten.
Batistuta.
Otto spots it and intercepts. And there's the end of the first half. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's there to retrieve it. Thuram. Nesta. Thuram, a picture of focus and alertness. And it's Van Basten. Retegui. This looks promising. He's through, it's one-on-one! Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nedved. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Colomwani. Rui Costa. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And Serginho, Del Piero looking to run onto it. Takes the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Serginho drives it in. Cleared with Rui Costa! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Good reason for optimism here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Goes for a shot!
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And back it goes. Nicely weighted ball. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Over to the left. 5 minutes left on the clock. Backward it goes. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And time is up. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did... And he's let fly! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Martinez. Cute ball now. How... Barella! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Barella is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Locatelli. And there's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's going to be another corner, I think. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Locatelli! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serginho applies the finish! Oh, that wasn't far away. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Thuram. Rui Costa. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Martinez. And it's McKennie. And Batistuta! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. He's got tall.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McKennie. DiMarco. Pirlo. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Driving forward. And it's Serginho. Decent progress down the left. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Del Piero. Can he get onto this? And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Batistuta. Rui Costa. And the shot! There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch
iPhone
in
charge.
moments like that is key to what follows.
All very neat and tidy.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
No luck with that dink over the top. Rui Costa. And he's been shifted off it. Tries to play it through. Davids, nicely aimed pass. Pressing high and with purpose. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Over to the left. Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Davids tries to clear.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Looking for options for movement. And the finish! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
19 minutes is number 21, Gabriel Batistuta.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like...
They've done it! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Modric.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
That's a good run down the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Abbiati clears. Now it's Del Piero. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Chooses to go back. Ribéry. And Ribéry! And that's caused a worry or two.
Ribéry really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Stood up well to him there. And it's gone back to the keeper. Oh, perfectly measured that. He is through here. He's found some space. And he shoots! And it's in! Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Del Piero. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And we're off again. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's lofted through here. Can he finish? It's in! Del Piero, Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Basten. Del Piero. Davids. And it's Van Basten. Oh, strongly challenged there. Serginho. Oh, well measured. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So, what can they make of this? Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And he's to Batistuta. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Milan are having a ball here. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Strong running down that left flank. Serginho's cross. Milan with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nesta. Rui Costa. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And it's Ribery. Thuram cuts it out. Nesta. Now Pirlo. Milan finding their passes. And he skips past his man.
Pretty robust defending.
Goes down, but nothing given. Danger averted for now. That's a cute ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they've got rid. 2 minutes to be added on. Modric. And he's picked out the run. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He has found the way through. And it's Messi. Distributed tidily. Knocks it into space. And this is Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Lam plays it in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Brecalo. Serginho. There's the crossfield ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Gnabry with the... and the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Fermin! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Serginho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gnabry plays it in, and it's hoisted clear. Looking for options for movement. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fermin. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Lopez. That's a lovely pass. Played out to the right. Serginho. Oh, this is a terrific run. Caicedo. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Serginho. Shot at goal! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Alexander-Arnold. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Messi. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. Pele. Beckham. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, this looks sharp. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Gnabry. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I query, Peter, whether he should have been allowed to do that in the first place, but absolutely nothing wrong with the finish.
And now he has two. Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Kaisei. Tries from a long way out.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a promising position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. Oh, nice touch. Beckham touches it back. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Lam. And here's Canabry. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Pele. Threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great defending, strong and... That's rather hopeful! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Alexander-Arnold. Great vision. Can he latch onto this? He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Serves up across. Oh, good-looking ball. Out to the right. And he's managed to get free. Beckham with the cross. He's got tall. And that would have been game, set and match. Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Nicely spread. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
I'm thinking the same. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And that for him is goal number 10. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's a good-looking delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rijkaard. Foot in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Milan finding their passes. Gnabry with the delivery. Son Heung-min with the clearance. Oh, that's it's Pele! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Davids picks it up from the goal kick. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Son Heung-min. Now it's Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's a cute ball.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rijkaard. Now it's Pele. And it's Lam. Nice bit of trickery. He's got away. Here comes the... He gets big. It's a goal. Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Akanji, ambitious ball here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Thuram. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the first 45 minutes are up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Now here's the terrific header. It's hit the crossbar. Cleared without complication. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That has ended up in no man's land. Camavinga. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Steaming on goalwards. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Gnabry receives it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. Flashes it across. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And this is Messi. He's gone for goal! Decent enough try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Davids. Lahm, who's set up one goal so far. Looking for the run. The ball swung in. Climbs up big! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Fernandez. Knocks it into space. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Milan got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Oh, good-looking ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a promising position. Gnabry, oh, sticks it away! Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he...
Oh no, this does not look good. Caicedo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Lahm charging forward down that flank.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Camavinga. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's a searching pass. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. And he's managed to get free. Cross in, looks like a good one. And the shot! Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication. And that is the last effort of the game.
Volunteers
Perfect
for each
result,
loss, please report
perfect
to the staff
outcome.
room
A
immediately.
test passed with flying colours. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many.
iPhone charge.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. Ball driven towards the far post. And he thumps it clear. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Over to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Drogba has been caught there, it's a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Milan with the corner, they're first.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Pedri. Number 20, Conte. Coming on the field, number 21, Rijkaard.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Now here's the delivery. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Basten. And this is Van Basten. He's through, now is he in? Well, now it's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that has not gone well. Now he's off and running. Beckham. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Gnabry. Gnabry looking to get on the end of this. Lahm picks it up out wide. Terrific header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well spotted. Beckham spots it and intercepts. Lahm. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Some good work on the right flank here. And the cross comes in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Mbappe. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement.
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, they've probed away steadily and would appear to have found a weak link down their right-hand side.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And this is Van Basten. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry plays it. He rises! No, not the best of headers. And he's had it nicked away. Morientes. Rijkaard. Messi.
Oh, great feat, that.
It could be Messi! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Gnabry. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Milan looking to pass their way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Swept in. That's going to go a long way. Now he's got space here. Gnabry in acres of space out wide.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Milan have their third corner. Davids! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played out to the right. Alarm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's been shipped out wide. Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been
Messi.
indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing.
iPhone charge.
hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's fabulous. Well read, nice interception. Davids. And it's Davids. Rijkaard. And this is Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gnabry. Good purposeful running this. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Played out wide. Can he get on the end of this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Beckham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Beckham. He's got away. Gnabry climbs up big. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Lahm plays it in. And that has been cleared. Taken back almost at once. And the pass is intercepted. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Back in once more. A header! Another header, but again the same outcome. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Throw in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Rijkaard. Pele. Oh, good spread. Pedri. Oh, this looks sharp. Thuram spots it and intercepts. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And that has been cut short. Pedri. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Gnabry picks it up out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pele. Looking to play him in. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Gnabry. And that was nowhere near his best.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a throw. Great chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Nesta gets it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Beckham. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Roberto Carlos. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Substitution for Milan, number 36, number 14, Pele.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Number 8, Morientes, number 6, Hannes.
Threads one in. Cross flung in towards the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he thumps it clear. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's really well cleared. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Gnabry. Some good work on the right flank here. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Gnabry. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, we've seen... Extra time reaches half-time. There are plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here.
In a blue hat, kindly make his way to the information center. Substitution in progress.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0. Hannes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into them. Tries a shot! Yes, he's done it! And surely that has won the day! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Rafinha. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that has left him in a heap. Rafinha. Now it's... Can he finish? It's a loose ball. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.